Hey, good morning. The Bible says in James chapter 4 and verse number 10, humble yourself before the Lord, and he will exalt you. You know, that verse can apply in a lot of areas. But one area that I think is massively important and we really don't emphasize enough, and that is in the area of vulnerability. Being vulnerable, allowing ourselves to be open. In fact, the word vulnerable literally means, according to the dictionary, being open, transparent, and honest. I mean, it's allowing people to see us as we really are. And I'm talking about warts and all, to see the reality about us. We need to be vulnerable. The Bible is so direct about the necessity of vulnerability in our lives, being transparent for people to see what we're really all about. You know, there are several things vulnerability will do for you. Number one, it is spiritually empowering. The Bible says in James 4 and verse number 6, God opposes the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. You know, humility is being honest about me. When I struggle, when I'm having a hard time, when things aren't going my way, it's being open and honest about my faults, my warts, my missteps, my misgivings. It's letting people see the real me. The Bible says that God, when I am open and honest about my mistakes, myself, that God cuts me some slack. That's Dave Ashby's way of saying God gives grace. He gives grace to the humble, those that are honest. We don't try to cover it up. We don't try to be something we're not. We don't try to act perfect or like we know everything. No, we tell the truth. I tell you, there's something else it does also. Number two, it is relationally attractive. Now, that's a fancy way of saying it makes us attractive to other people. The Bible says in James chapter 3 and verse number 2, we all stumble in many ways. I've got that underlined in my notes. We all. That's everybody. Everybody messes up. Everybody fouls up. Everybody carries baggage. Everybody's got stuff that they're dealing with, junk that they're dealing with in their life, if they're honest. And if you're honest about it, when you're open and honest, people identify with you because they've got that stuff too. And by the way, if you're encouraging people, that becomes an encouragement because they say, you know what? If Dave can do what he does, then my goodness, I can do it too. And you can. You can. Hey, I made some pretty massive mistakes in my life. The Bible calls that sin, by the way. We like to dress it up a little bit. But when I'm honest about that and I tell people the truth, I don't walk on water. I don't have an S painted on my chest. Nope, I'm flesh and blood. They can identify with that and draw close to you, and you can really begin to help them. And thirdly, the Bible tells us that when I become vulnerable, it becomes healing for me, emotionally healing for me. James 5 and 16 says, admit your faults one to another and pray for each other so that you may be healed. When I'm open and honest about the needs of my life, the mistakes in my life, the things that happen in my life, God then can begin to work in my heart and in my life. Another pastor has made the statement, revealing your feeling is the beginning of healing. And that's truth. That's truth. Someone else once said, if you just want to be forgiven, you don't need to confess your faults to anyone other than God. But if you want to be healed, you've got to share your weakness with somebody else. You've got to get a partner to share that with. Once again, I remind you, James 4 and verse 10, humble yourself before the Lord, and he will lift you up. My friend, have a great day today. Be honest, be open. who was it said, I don't remember, that honesty is the best policy? Well, that's truth. Be transparent. Let people see the real you. God bless you. Have a great day. If I can do anything for you anytime, don't forget to reach out. God bless you. Bye now.